Hello everyone, I believe you all are good. You had a great weekend and festive time. So basically today I'll be sharing some in and outs. So last week when we were on the call, I told you how to get into the Salesforce. That's just the initial step so that you have your access ready. Because we have not went through things in detail. So I just want you to have access ready with yourself because if you want to test something, if you want to try something, and it was a long weekend for us, so if somebody would like to get into Salesforce and see things around, I just that was the purpose of having you access initially. Now we are starting with the fresh part of Salesforce, not even a Salesforce, what it exactly does, what it was before, and all those things. Okay, so let me share the screen. I'll take you through the PPT, which is like the initial PPT we created, and then we'll jump into the I'll share my screen. Salesforce. So we discussed what is cloud and what is the difference between cloud and normal application. We discussed about these things that okay how it works, what you do with the cloud computing, and what is normal application, advantages of cloud, multi-tenant application. So first thing first, like a little brief of idea. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is a cloud-based technology where you can store your database in order to access them into the future using the easy way around. That's a cloud computing. It's a like internet-based technology. Difference between cloud computing and normal application. The cloud is something which you can access from any computer, any system. You really don't need any specific system where you have been logged in initially. It is like any system, like your Gmail account, your email addresses, you can access it from anywhere. Normal application like Outlook. So if you have installed Outlook into the one computer, so you can access your Outlook account only from there, not from your phone, not from other device. You have to install the application first in there, then only you can access the Outlook email account. And you have to get your email also registered. So that's the kind of a best example I can give you to provide you the difference. So normal application is basically a computer application which has been installed on one computer. And in order to access the application, you have to get onto that computer or that device to access the data of that application, which is now not so needed when it comes to the business. When you start your business, you generally go for the cloud-based technology so that you can access the data wherever you want. And even if you're on holiday, you are not stopping your job. You're not stopping your work. Okay. Advantages of cloud. The advantages of cloud is simple that it allows you to access your database, not everybody else's data, your database from anywhere. Secondly, it is easy to use. Third is it gives you it's a cost-effective investment to start a business or to run a business. You're saving your big server cost, big infrastructure cost. So it helps in multiple ways. This cloud technology helping people in multiple ways. Okay, multi-tenant application. So basically, Salesforce or other platforms, those who give space on the cloud, they are multi-tenant application. So they have big server rooms at their end. They install the servers, and now those servers are divided between multiple people. Like there's a multi-story building, and you put the tenant in there. So on each level, all the tenants are different and they have their own privacy. Same thing happen in the Salesforce or other cloud-based technology, that they put multiple tenant on the same server, and but all the servers are all the users have their own privacy. There is no interference between the other organization and your organization. So that's a multi-tenant application. We'll discuss how the multi-tenant work in the Salesforce. I'll show you things also, but how it works in the Salesforce, that we will discuss about it. Okay. What is CRM? CRM is basically a customer relationship management. Salesforce is one of the CRM. There are other CRMs also like Zoho. Zoho is also a CRM. Microsoft have also launched its CRM. So they all are CRM. We are managing our customer database in the CRM. Now, why admin or why developer role being decided? Because it's a CRM, you are already using it. It is being designed by the Salesforce. Why admin profile is there? Why development profile is there for these CRMs? So when you say CRM doesn't mean that it is only helping you to store the data. It also means that you can manage the data the way you want to see in your business. They have given you a space to do some customization and configuration. Customization admin does means little bit of changes like from left hand side, I don't see the things good. I want to put the things on right hand side. I want to change the logo in there so that people of my company don't go into the basic format. They go into my page where I have my own logo, my company logo, and my page. And I have designed the things in such a way that, okay, I need to enter all the details like this in the system. So if they enter the name ABC, they'll be able to search it, all the details related to ABC. Okay. So that's the CRM, and that allows you to customize and configure your database, your system basically. Now, database is always customizable. You can always edit, but it allows you to uh, customize the entire application platform. Okay. Uh, Other application, if I say Zoho and all, they are less customizable, but Salesforce is a bit more customizable. Okay, that's the reason why Salesforce has been so much used into the market, and it's loved by other companies a lot because it is customizable at almost each and every point. But other application compared to Salesforce do not allow. Secondly, Salesforce allows you to interact with the your business people, like they are partners of your company. So it lets you interact with them also. It means they can also and feed in the database into the Salesforce directly by sitting at their in their office. So that is also the positive part of Salesforce, which is Zoho do not provide, or the other application, they don't provide that much part. So that's Salesforce and the CRM. Uh, Product life cycle and type of CRM. I would say that type of CRM is what exactly the CRM does. So that's the CRM and all these details. Just a second. Okay. Uh, Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. There was a pop-up and then my system muted. I'm just opening up something, just a minute. Just want to show you something. Okay, so it is not opening up, it is loading up a lot. I'll show you later on. Let's let this load. Okay, what is Salesforce? Introduction of Salesforce. What is Salesforce? Salesforce is again a CRM, and it's a technology which let you have your customer data managed, and your database to be stored at the place from where you can access the data anytime at any point. That's the Salesforce. It's a application. It's an application, not a software, which you do not install anywhere. It's an application which opens up on the internet, and you can make the changes accordingly on the internet. Internet itself, whatever the changes you make, that changes only you will be able to see in the Salesforce itself, and no other things. Okay. So that's the Salesforce, and it's basically, we call this Salesforce as SFDC also. It's a short form, salesforce.com, but that dot also contain an initial in the SFDC. So salesforce.com is the short form name of Salesforce. So don't get confused if you see SFDC or Salesforce, they both are same. Okay. Difference between the platforms, Salesforce versus Force.com. Force.com is a platform on which Salesforce has been designed. It's a technology, the Force.com, that helps developer and business users to build the application on the platform. So if you are creating an application, if you're developing any application in sales in on Force.com platform, you can always integrate those applications with the Salesforce as well. So Salesforce is basically an application, a SaaS-based application, and Force.com platform is a developer-based uh, platform where you can create the application. Okay, SaaS full form is software as a service. Okay, that's the full form of the SaaS. Salesforce Cloud is, there are multiple clouds of Salesforce. There are multiple clouds which we can use, like sales, service, marketing, collaboration. These are the different clouds of Salesforce. Okay. But what does cloud means? Cloud means they are providing you different kind of functionality on each cloud. Like Sales Cloud, they let you know, okay, sales cloud, you just put all the sales related data, like your prospects, your data which you're selling, your products which you're selling. So that is related to Sales Cloud. Service Cloud, which is related to the customer service. So that's your Service Cloud. That goes into Service Cloud. Salesforce itself is a big cloud, which is like, which provide everything in there, like sales, service, marketing, collaborative, analytics. It provides everything in there. But if a company cannot afford all entire cloud pricing, Salesforce itself divided into multiple clouds. Earlier, it was sales, service, and marketing, and these three are the main ones. After these three, you have multiple more. Okay, but these three are the main ones which is being used before and now as well. So if somebody cannot afford entire Salesforce, they can purchase Sales Cloud of Salesforce. They can purchase Service Cloud. They can purchase Marketing Cloud as per their business. Okay. Additions and licensing. Sorry, shifted to below. There are 5 editions in Salesforce. One is the enterprise, one is the essential, which is the lowest one. Then second is the professional. Third is the enterprise. Fourth is the That is, yes, unlimited. And fifth is the performance. So these are the 5 editions, and the sixth one is the developer. So developer is a free edition, which gives you 2 licenses to practice on, which we already created. Okay. Those who have not created, I'll share the link once again today, so they can create I mean, they can create one account for themselves. And those who have already created, that's okay. And so essential, professional, enterprise, then then it is enterprise, performance, and unlimited and performance. These are the 5 editions. So when you talk about these 5 editions, you should know that which one is the lower one and which one is the higher one. So essential is the lowest one, which comes up with the minimal features. Like, you purchase any plan, silver, gold, platinum. So in platinum, you get more benefit. In silver, you get less benefit. Same here. In essential, you get less features. Then professional gives you some more features. Enterprise onwards, it is entire feature. I mean, enterprise, unlimited, and performance, they all have same features, but just the space difference, space and the limit difference. That's the difference between enterprise and above. That's your additions. How the database is designed in Salesforce. Nothing to give you a detail about this, because all these things we'll be studying in when we are actually working on the platform. So it is just the database design concept I'm giving it to you right now, and then we will move to the. We are not going things into the detail. So design concept means what you do and how you do in the Salesforce. Okay. So first of all, I'm missing one point over here. That's the application creation. So you create application, you need to have the application so that you can have the further data related to it stored at the same place. Second is the objects. Objects define the database into the Salesforce, means what type of database you are storing in that object. Let's suppose it is a contact. If they are contact person and you store that contact name into a prospect name, that is not going to make any sense to you, right? Because contact should go to the contact, not to the prospect. Prospect means that you are still dealing with them. Contacts means they are your they are your customers. You're talking to them, you already sold something to them. They are your contactable customers. So object helps you in defining the data set, the type of data set you are storing in it. Okay. We'll discuss more in the Salesforce, but whatever the words do you see over here, please do remember these words or take a note of these words, because you'll be keep on using these words in Salesforce. Fields, data or fields. These are the types of fields we create and store our record into the Salesforce. Object helps in defining that what kind of data goes into the under the object. Fields or data types helps you to define that what kind of uh, entry you'll be doing in the particular field. Like in the name, I have created a column called name. In my name column, if I put phone number, does it look good? No. So that's the purpose of defining the type of the field we create in Salesforce. Just to give an example, uh, I'll just open it up. Let me know if you see the Excel. Do you see this Excel? No? Yes? No? Maybe?
No.
No? Okay. I'll share my screen once again, different way. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
when I say about Excel, because Excel and Salesforce, when you, sorry, not this, Excel and Salesforce, when you talk about Salesforce, you see things are matching in terms of data storing. Okay. Now this is my Excel. Think about this is my Excel. This is an application in my Salesforce. Now I have created multiple sheets here. Okay.
Oh,
So
sorry,
all
Devika, sorry to interrupt you. This is Hima Bindu here. So
yeah,
I don't know if it's my screen or if everybody is facing the same issue that somehow it's blurred. I don't know if it's happening just to me or to anybody else. Like I
guys,
can see
please
everything
confirm.
blurred. Yeah.
Guys, please confirm.
I can see very clearly, very legibly, very clearly. I can see the screen very in detail.
Yeah, for me as well, it is clear.
It's
Yeah.
clear for
Yeah,
me too.
me too.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Maybe my internet connection is weak, probably. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
no problem. So guys, these are the sheets we have created. So these are the objects. Okay. Objects like I'm gonna define the data in there and gonna put it in there, which will help me to know that what kind of data I have put in there. Like here, current account updated fields. So I know that current account updated fields data is in this particular sheet. It is not into another sheet. Okay. I click on this sheet. Now I'm getting the headers like account ID, contact ID, account name, first name, last name, parent account, mailing street. These are the headers for me. Okay, now when I say headers, so this is a field in Salesforce. Like under mailing street, if I put the last name, it is not gonna make sense to me, right? Nobody will agree to it. So I'm defining that what kind of data I'm gonna put into this particular column on the top. So that's same thing we do in the Salesforce. We define the name of the field beforehand so that we know that what kind of data we're gonna put in there. Okay.
So how we are defining the data type? Type means is it not like a character numeric kind of thing? It is different.
No, it is different. So as I said it earlier, that we'll be discussing all these things in detail. I'm just giving an overview because how to create a field, you'll see the types in the Salesforce. I'll show you the types, everything.
Okay.
Okay. Records and external IDs. Records and external IDs are basically the data you store in the Salesforce. This is my record. So either you call it data, you call it record, you call it table, whatever you call it. It is up to you, but in Salesforce, we call this record or data. Data is also okay to call it. Nothing else apart from these two words. This is one record. This is second record. This is third record. So these are multiple records. So if it goes to one object, I call it contact object. Then all these are individual records under the contact object, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to the numbers we have in there. Okay, that's the record. Schema builder, this helps you to design that how you want to see your Salesforce. So schema builder is that. It helps you to design how you see the Salesforce, how you want to see your Salesforce initially. So that's the schema builder. I'll show you how the schema builder needs to be used. Master detail and lookup relationship. Master detail and lookup relationship helps you in defining the relationship between two objects, okay, in Salesforce. This master detail and lookup helps you in define the link between two objects in Salesforce. Formula and roll-up summary fields, these are the words which we use in Salesforce. These are a type of fields we create in Salesforce. Okay, type of fields. Again, the type of fields are there, but we give them individual weightage in Salesforce because it takes time to get to know and understand this particular part. But these are the type of fields only. Pick list. Pick list is a kind of a drop down we create in as a field in Salesforce. So drop down menu you might have seen while filling the form online or while doing things online, you select the drop down, whether like a gender or age or group, something like this. You select the drop down and select the exact values. Same here. This is a, we call this pick list instead of a drop down. Okay. Sorry. This one. History tracking, we can track the changes of field in Salesforce. So these features are provided in Salesforce only. It is this history tracking, record, pick list, record types, formula, master, schema builder. These all are not available generally. It is specific to the Salesforce, and it is there in the Salesforce to help you know that how Salesforce data is working. Okay. History tracking, you can track the changes made in the field by having the history tracking in Salesforce. Okay. Do not worry, nothing has been covered yet. It is just an overview. It is nothing in detail. Everything, whatever you see over here, we'll be discussing in detail, one by one. And I mean, this is just to give you a heads up that, okay, all these things will be covered in Salesforce, and each thing will take at least one minimum session. Okay. So this is something which is related to the same. So I'm not going to repeat. User authentication profiles, roles, sharing settings. So this is basically the security and the access in Salesforce. User management access. Okay. So this is basically security part, how secure your system is, how you can define your securities, and how the user access is going to be set up into the Salesforce. Okay. User authentication, you first of all you decide whether this user means what, a person working in your company should be working on a Salesforce platform or not. Okay, that's the first thing we decide. That's the first thing we talk about. Then the profiles. Profiles means that, okay, what kind of work that user will be doing in the Salesforce. What kind of work the user will be doing in the Salesforce, that's a profile. Roles. Roles means what level that user is on. Like I am on the manager level, Ravi is on the CEO level. That is my role. I am a manager. Ravi is a CEO. That's my role. Profile means what work I have to do in the system and what work Ravi will do in the system. That doesn't mean if Ravi is sitting on CEO, Ravi have more access in terms of doing the job. Ravi may have less access and I have more access because I deal with the customers directly and Ravi deal internally. Sharing settings. Sharing settings means uh, just in a general words, I'm not saying any technical things over here. It just means that you close your system to the level where you let your company members know that, okay, you have this limitation. You cannot do these things in the system because you are limited. Like when you have a server rooms, it's restricted area, right? Everybody cannot go into the server room. It is only the one, those who are allowed to go in there, they can go. Rest, nobody else can go. Same here. That's the settings. That's the security. That we are not letting other company members get into the backend or security to security towards security. Okay. So that's same restriction we put in our system. This is what Salesforce is, what it's running a business, right? Entire business is dependent upon it. So we need to make sure that it is secure. It is not going to be a bad thing for us if we make it secure. We are limiting the users, we are limiting the people not to come into the system, or to the limited space they can go into the system, and then we are letting the other part of the system open for the people, those who really need to work upon it, like the admins or the developers. Okay. Permissions, the same thing we discussed over here. This is something I'll not discuss right now because queues and public groups we added on here, but you won't be able to get to know till the time I don't show you that how exactly it works. So I'll show you once and then you will know about it. So this is it. Validation rule, workflow rule, approval process, lightning process builder. All these tools help you to automate your Salesforce. Okay, all these four helps in automating your Salesforce. Automation is what? Automation is like I entered some data in Salesforce. Now I want all the emails. I mean, all the users, all the data should send out an email like a welcome email. That's the automation. You are not sending it manually. You design the process at backend. Now every client of yours under the particular contact or wherever you have designed it will receive an automated email, right? So that's your business layer. This is your automation. All these four helps you in doing some or other automation in the system. Either validation, workflow, approval, process builder, all these four allows you to do some of the automation in the system, and that helps you to interact with your customers too. Okay, you're not opening your system in front of your customer. You're not showing them, okay, this is your record under Salesforce. No, nothing like that. But if they are getting some emails like you also receive some promotional emails if you register once, or if you provide your email ID someplace, you also receive some promotional emails. Those emails help them to send out updated emails all the time. Okay, so if you receive an email, okay, this is the first one. Second one, you also again get the same email. Why? Because they have kept the things on automation, and when they have an automation, it is an auto-generated email which you receive every time. Email is just an example. There are multiple things you do in there. Okay, data management, these two tools help you in getting the data into Salesforce. How you use these tools, what is the purpose of using it, what they does, all these things we'll be discussing it later on. Okay, so these two tools you'll be using it in Salesforce. Just give me one quick second. Just a second. I'm sorry about that. Yep. So that's the data management, data import wizard and data loader. These two tools allows you to help manage your data in bulk. Okay, nothing else. Just to manage your data in bulk, we use these two tools. What kind of data, what kind of management you do in bulk, that we will study later on. Because if I tell you things right now, you will not understand anything right now. When the topic arrives in our learning process, then you'll be able to see that how it works exactly. Analytics, this helps you in doing the reports, dashboard, analytics snapshot, custom report types, reporting scheduling. So all these things are related to analytics. Analytics somehow the way everybody does in their job time. Okay, when you work, you create some Excel reports, you create some graphical representation in your Excel. So just to demonstrate, like using a pivot and VLOOKUP, getting the data, entire data fetch into one report and showing up to the to your management, to your teams. So that's your analytical report, right? Which you create, analytical Excel. So same here, analytics we do in Salesforce as well. We create few reports, then we provide them into a dashboard like a graphical representation. Then we do some customization also. We schedule and share the concepts around it. And we do scheduling as well. Means everybody can receive those reports on every week or every day basis as per the requirement. So that's analytics. You can do analytics in Salesforce also. So I'm not sure about the Zoho or Microsoft tool, whether we can do analytics in them, but yes, we can do analytics in Salesforce. Okay, that's all about Salesforce. All these 4 things what you studied over here, what you know about here, not 4 things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these 6 topics gonna cover entire Salesforce admin. What is admin? Salesforce admin is basically a person who takes care of everything as a front end person. Okay. Developer job is only to develop the data and only to develop what they want to uh, configure, customize basically. So what they want to customize in the system, like they want to create some different page altogether, which is not there at all. So that developer does like through the coding, through the development tools. What admin does all the basic jobs. Like if there is a person who is facing some issue in the company with the Salesforce access, admin is the one who's going to take care of it. If any small changes required, any changes need to be modified, admin is the one who needs to take care of it. If there is a code which bursted out and not was working before, now it is not working, whether it has been developed by someone, but admin is the first person who will be taking care of these things. If admin is not able to fix it up, he or she needs to know that what exactly the problem is, and then it goes to developer. So admin is complete package, will be taking care of everything in the Salesforce. And how you how you become an admin? First, you study Salesforce. Along with the training, you will be getting the practical scenarios to work upon. That's super duper important for you to practice all the practical scenarios, because that helps you to know the real time thinking on. So you can go into that mode of thinking that, okay, if somebody is giving you a scenario, you can still try to solve it out. Okay, that's the second thing. And the third thing would be the questionnaires, which I'll be giving it to you. You'll be studying those questionnaires, because those questionnaires also gonna be your scenario based questions. And the fourth thing would be your exam. So once you clear your 201 exam, you will be certified Salesforce person. And after that, you'll be open in the market to go and give the interview. The rest, Ravi already discussed with you that once you are done with the training, there will be 1.5 week training more, which Ravi and his team will be giving it to you. And in that training, you'll be getting your resume ready, you're getting yourself prepared, like a mock calls would be there, getting yourself prepared, and then you'll be open to the market for the interview. Okay. Please make sure the homework, the job which I'm asking you to do, which Molly and me asking you to do, please do it. And Ravi will be creating one group, a Google group, where you'll be putting the document related to the homework. Like I have given you 5 questions, you'll be putting it each question step by step with the screenshot in a Word document. Why? Because business analyst does this job. Okay, this helps you in preparing you for the business analyst. Like you are good with the documentation, you know the scenario, you know what needs to be done, and you're good with the documentation. That's why it is BA also. Okay. Ravi there? Maybe he's on mute. So that's something which you will be doing. And anytime you face any issue in learning path, do let us know. We can schedule an extra class for the revision. Okay, not a single class. there would be multiple classes for revision. Like every week, if you want one revision class, we'll schedule. In that, you can discuss your doubts and questions also. But I would recommend, if you are having any doubt from previous class or any question from previous class, please ask in the next class. Do not wait for the revision class. Okay, it may be too late to wait for the revision class. Revision class is only in the case when you really not able to work out on the questions we have provided you to practice on, and then we can have the revision class. Okay, all right, so that's it. Any questions, guys? Anything you want to talk?
I have one question. Is
Yes, Eric.
this classes are going to be available for us also if we are not able to make it to one of these classes
Yes, so
later?
you'll these classes, you'll be getting the recordings also, right? So you'll be getting the
Okay.
recordings of the classes we are taking right now. Like this class is also recording. So you'll be getting each session, recorded session in your groups. You can access it anytime in future or later as well. And apart from it, if you want to have a session for the revision, we can conduct that same.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Okay. Anything else?
I have one question, David.
Yeah, hi, Arun.
Hi. You say it can be customized in the back end and everything. What language does it use? Is it
What language?
yeah,
Apex.
platform? Yeah,
Apex. The basic language for Salesforce is Java,
Java.
but Apex is, yeah, Java, and Apex is the one we call it.
Apex. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Any more questions, guys?
So when we finish the training,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be able to be placed in positions as business analyst or a Salesforce admin.
So
Right.
basically, after this training, you'll be ready for both the positions.
All right.
Okay.
And in order to be, how are they considered to be the positions? For example, which of them is more like technical oriented, like Salesforce
admin.
than the business analyst? Okay.
Business analyst job is to get to the customer, get all the requirements, present them to the management that this is the requirement of the client for the further processing. So how the work needs to be done. So more technical oriented is admin. So business analyst get the job, get the business into the system. After that, admins and developers are the one who will be working on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, get it. Thanks.
No problem. Any more questions, guys? So tell me one thing, after this PPT discussion, because it's a PPT not so detailed, but I discussed it, all possible points, you'll be getting more things to know when we study more about Salesforce. Do you find it, how do you find it? I mean, is it a good overview, or is it like a bit confusing overview for you? How did you find it?
So Devika, it was a wonderful presentation, firstly.
Mm-hmm.
So see, coming to the analytics slide, like,
Mm-hmm.
if you had any snapshots of what reports are or analytics snapshots, right? If you had any of those, images, so that we could also like know, what is exactly happening inside, like what is a report or how does a dashboard look like? And then the custom report types, like what are the different custom report types? Because, it's sometimes hard to register everything verbally, right? Because there might be multiple report types.
Agree. So
So
basically, what was the purpose of not showing those snapshots? Because when you see things as a snapshot, you think, oh, how difficult it would be, or how difficult it could be. I can still show you as per the request in directly into the Salesforce. Okay. So this is one of my client which I'm working on.
Okay.
And, I'm just gonna show you the report which is being created. This is a report section where I've been.
Devika, we
Yeah.
can see the PPT.
Oh, you can only see the PPT only?
Yeah.
Can you see it now? Let me know.
Yes.
We can see it now. Yeah.
Yes.
Muli, you joined by some other name because I don't see you. Oh,
No, join with my name.
okay. I'm so sorry. I thought you
No
didn't
problem.
join today.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna show you the dashboard. I'll show you this dashboard directly. This one, where is the dashboard? Yes. So this is the dashboard. It is just trying to refresh. This is a kind of a dashboard we can create in the system. When I click on this, then I go to the report. Don't worry, guys. It is just to show you. Nothing yet done, nothing yet completed. So this is not the topic I have completed. Okay. So this is a report, the type of report we create in Salesforce. This is one type. We have 4 types of report we create in Salesforce, but this is the kind of reporting we see. Do you see the name of the field and then the relevant data below, like in Excel, like top headers and then the relevant data below, right? Same thing, this thing I provided into a dashboard. So this particular page contains multiple dashboards, not 1 or 2. So these are different dashboard sections. Okay, each dashboard is a different from other. So this will open up different report. This will open up different one. This is gonna open different. So all these gonna open up different reports in Salesforce. Okay, so even if I put the screenshot of it, nothing gonna relate to you. But if I open up this, if you can see my cursor, it is gonna open up a report like this with the column headers and then the relevant data below it. Good. Does this help?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Okay, I had one more question also.
Yeah.
So you said about you had mentioned about the different Salesforce editions, right? So which one are we currently using? Are we using the enterprise or the essential? Or which
Developer
one?
edition. It's a developer edition, the one you are using. So
Uh-huh.
developer edition is a provides you limited space, but all features of Salesforce with the lifetime availability. So essential, enterprise, and all these editions are not the lifetime available editions. They are paid editions. Developer is a free edition.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to share that once again, the people, those who are new to this, where you have to create the developer edition. This is the URL. Please take a note of it. Those who have not created a developer account, please create a developer account so that you can you have your edition ready, you have your Salesforce account ready, and then whenever I ask you to perform or show you something, you will be performing and doing same thing into your Salesforce account and sending out these screenshots. Muli, can you share that how the document we got created from last batch? Can you share that?
Sorry, Devika, which one?
The documents we used to get from the last batch, the documents we asked them to create, so that they have an idea that how they need to create the documents for each homework.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll just log in.
Yeah, you have it in a group, right? Google group. So Muli will be showing, yeah, no problem. Just take your time. Muli will be showing you that how you need to create the documents. This helps you in doing the business analyst job. Okay, when you do documentation, that's the main role of business analyst, doing the documentation. Second is the PPT creation. So most of you may know that how to create a PPT, but few of you might not know, so we'll tell you how to create the PPTs. Nothing specific, it's just the content you're using under the documents, under the Word documents that you need to implement in the PPT with some screenshots. That's other thing. The second thing is you should be knowing that what kind of requirement coming across your way from the client, so that you can say same thing to your admins and developer to implement. Because if you are taking less notes of yours, then you'll be providing less information to the client, to the team who will be going to work on that particular part. So it's really, really important that you take all the notes of Salesforce from the client and then provide the same to the management and the team. Molly, ready to share?
Yes, Devika, I'm sharing my screen.
Sure. So these are the kind of documents we used to get created. If you can see, create an approval process on your custom object. I created an approval request process, an admission custom object, and I activated that process. So currently that particular line just say that what they did, but create an approval process. That's the first requirement I had from them. And this is how they created the this is how they entered the screenshot that, okay, they went to this place first and then they created this. So this is a kind of a document. If you scroll down only.
Yeah.
So do you see all the 4 or 5 screenshots? So till the last point, that what they exactly did. So that's the kind of document you will be creating, so that you know how to create the documents. And it's like a declarative one. So means you'll be defining things in here. So again, I logged as a different user and I approved that request. So it's related to the approval process, but this is how they have mentioned it. They have shared their screenshot with me so that I know that, okay, this is how it looks like. Okay. Because I cannot get into everybody's system and ask them to show or demonstrate. I can ask 1 or 2 people to show and demonstrate during the class. But if you share these type of documents with me, I'll be able to know that who did right, who did wrong. Okay. Thanks so much, Molly. So any questions, any doubts, guys, you have in your mind, you want to discuss more? Molly, do you want to discuss something?
No, Devika, that's fine.
That's fine.
I think we have explained. We have covered all the topics and what we are going to explain. Yeah.
Yeah. So those topics are related to what we're going to discuss in future. I mean, next 6 weeks session is going to be like that. Okay.